Curiosity rover has spent years wandering the lonely landscape of Gale Crater, and yet every day, the planet still manages to surprise it. What started as a mission to study rocks turned into a journey through Mars' forgotten history, a history written in stone, dust, and clues left behind by ancient water. As Curiosity climbed the lower slopes of Mount Sharp, it found rocks arranged in strange, delicate layers. Thin sheets of sediment stacked on top of one another, so fragile they looked like they would break with a touch. On Earth, this kind of formation appears only in lakes, calm, shallow lakes where water settles slowly over thousands of years. Further up the terrain, the rover stopped in front of a boulder split down the middle. Inside the crack were bright mineral veins made of gypsum and other water-rich minerals. These veins form only when liquid water flows through rock, depositing minerals over time. It was a message from the planet itself. I once carried water deep beneath my surface. Curiosity then drove through an area filled with small, spherical stones scattered across the ground. They were perfect little marbles. These, Martian blueberries, as some scientists call them, form when minerals grow in wet conditions. Finding so many in one place hinted that this region was submerged in water for a long time. But the rover's most mysterious discoveries came from the rocks with strange, twisting shapes. Some looked like ancient coral. Others had branching patterns that resembled microbial colonies seen in Earth's oldest fossils. No one can say for certain if they were once alive, but their structure is strangely familiar, almost unsettlingly familiar. In the Murray Formation, Curiosity drilled into layered stone and detected organics, carbon-based molecules preserved for billions of years. These molecules aren't proof of life, but they are the raw ingredients life needs to begin. Their presence suggests that Mars once had the chemistry required for something to grow. Then came the discovery that shocked scientists. Cracks on the surface arranged in perfect polygon shapes. These patterns form when wet mud repeatedly dries and shrinks, the same way cracks form on a lakebed during seasonal changes. It meant Mars didn't just have water, it had cycles. Wet seasons, dry seasons, conditions stable enough to support early microbial life. Even more puzzling were the tiny structures inside sedimentary rocks, small, tube-like hollows, as if something once lived inside and left behind its imprint. They could be natural formations, or they could be fossils of microbes that lived when Mars was young and full of water. As Curiosity continued its climb up Mount Sharp, it began moving through ancient environments preserved layer by layer. Some layers were formed in shallow lakes, others in deeper waters, some in muddy deltas where rivers once met lakes and deposited sediments rich with minerals. Each layer was a page in Mars' biography, a biography of a planet that wasn't always dry, a planet that wasn't always cold, a planet that may have hosted life long before Earth became a home for humans. Now, after more than a decade on the red planet, Curiosity continues its slow, determined journey, studying, scanning, drilling, and listening. It may be alone, but it is uncovering secrets that could change our understanding of the universe. Because every rock it analyzes, every sample it collects, and every picture it sends back home tells the same quiet truth. Mars once had lakes. It once had rivers. It once had the chemistry of life. And somewhere in its ancient stones, the evidence may still be waiting.